Hey there folks, today we are in the city of Busan at the Busan Motor Show 2022. It's a biannual event that happens once in 2 years. Alright guys, so the hottest car presented today was this IONIQ 6. It's the newest presented car at the show. The 11, we've seen some videos. The EV9, we've seen some videos, so they were presented as well. But 11 is still not presented, by the way. There are no door handles. And well, it's far away from being finished. But the IONIQ 6 is here now, and probably around next month in Korea it's going to hit sales. And let's take a look at the dimension. It's 4,855, so it's a bit shorter than IONIQ 5, is it? So this one's long range, so it's a 77.4 kilowatt hour battery. Gives you a range of 524 kilometers. So it's pretty much like IONIQ 5, except it's got better aerodynamics because it's a sedan, and so because of that, it gives you a longer range, about 150 kilometers, longer range in matte color. This actually looks beautiful. But when I look at it, there are a lot of elements from IONIQ 5. Like if you take a look at those monitors, rear view monitors right here, these ones. I mean, these are from IONIQ 5. I can tell right away. All right, I feel kind of like, I mean, IONIQ 5 is a great car, and I love IONIQ 5, but IONIQ 6 looks even cooler, and you expect, you know, a sporty specs, or I don't know. If IONIQ 5 was about like was like more of a family crossover SUV, this one's supposed to be more of a, I guess, bachelor's sedan. But I'm not sure. I get very mixed feelings when I look at it from the front. What I do love about this car is the rear part of this car. And in the rear, guys, just take a look at these sophisticated lamps. Actually, they're not as sophisticated as you would think at first. But now this part, the brake lamps. I wish you could just press the brake lamps, but it looks a little better than the lower part. And I'm gonna prove you now that this is not a coupe, or this is not a SUV. Look at this. This is how you open the trunk, by the way. And so the cargo space here is quite big, actually, for a car of this size. And again, because of the aerodynamics, they had to lower, I guess, the rear part of the car. You can lock the trunk door and the car, or you can just close the trunk door like this. I'm not gonna lock the car because there's people in there. And again, look at this. I kind of like pixelated lamps on IONIQ 5 better, to be honest, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, guys. So even though the rear view monitors are the same as IONIQ 5s, I'm going to show you in a second. The monitors inside, they actually were displaced from the door to the panel, the front panel. Because of the eGMP platform that Hyundai introduced 2 years ago, now you have lots of leg room inside, and look, there's so much room inside. It's unbelievable. There's a person sitting at the front row, and I mean, it feels kind of funny that they use this material on the door handles, to be honest, because they feel like you're sitting in the kitchen, and it's kind of funny. But so this is door handle. All right, well, this is kind of tight, so I'm gonna have to go back a little. All right, so we have the central console here instead of IONIQ 5's moving whatever, what was it called? Island, whatever. Universal Island was it called? Now you can put your phone here. And I like it that they finally moved their wireless charger from down there on IONIQ 5 up to here on the central console, because Even though, thank you very much, Honda, for thinking about our safety, but I bet no one's gonna keep their phone down there when they're driving. No one. So better just, it's actually better to move it up here, because it's actually safer. I feel kind of funny about these buttons because they're made of plastic. But what's so you have nothing here, just the memory seats, and you have all your windows closing and opening buttons on the central console now. So Hyundai says that these are all recycled materials. I'm guessing that's why it's been used here along with Hyundai's concept. I'm not used to it, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I'm used to more of a old school kind of guy. So I'm used to more of a leather kind of materials. But this is something new for me. It feels like kitchen table or something. I don't know. So take a look at how they now moved the monitors from the doors to the central, the front console. Console here. And this is what it looks like now. I'm not sure. Let me see. It's kind of a funny angle, and I honestly don't like how they move it from here to here, and because when you're driving, you're used to looking right here, right? You know the angle. But now with IONIQ 5 you had to look here, and now with IONIQ 6 you have to look here. So like it's changing my my habits. So if I drive this car and then I start driving my other cars, for example, then it's gonna take some getting used to. So overall, I think IONIQ 6 is, I don't think it's gonna sell as well as IONIQ 5, and time will tell, we'll see. Can't wait to test it actually, maybe next week.